Hi, witches. Um, so I wanted to make a video just talking about like magic and God and um, the words magic and God I see as the same thing. Like God and magic, I could use those words interchangeably. That's how I feel about it. Someone else might have a different opinion. But I just think of that as the highest thing that you could possibly um, converse with. All right. Now, the whole point of this video is really just to make people believe in God. And honestly, the things I'm about to say, you probably have already thought of 100 million times in your life. But it's kind of nice to watch a video and hear someone else say it, because maybe you'll feel less alone. I don't know, because I've actually never heard anyone say this on YouTube. And I've watched a lot of videos, but it's kind of, well, actually, hang on. First of all, let me start off by saying I think that there is a slight difference between knowing and believing. Knowing and believing, those two girls, they're 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 fraternal twins. They were born in the same belly at the same time, but they look a little different. They probably look very similar, but they're fraternal twins, right? They are closely related. Knowing and believing are two words that are so closely related. It's almost the same thing, but I can say in my spirit, I feel like there's a little bit of a difference. Maybe I'm just not advanced enough to know what the difference actually is, but I mean, I'm only 31 and I don't have anyone teaching me this shit. I'm just kind of stumbling on stuff as I go throughout life. But knowing and believing are, they're, in my mind, it's like almost the same thing. But there is, I can just feel it. There's something different about both of those words. But witches, the witch's pyramid: to know, to dare, to will, to keep silent, and to go. Um, Now there's probably more to it, but that's just what I was taught back in the day. The witch's pyramid. Now witches know stuff. That's how we have so much power. It's not because we believe in anything. It's not because we hope for things. We know things. And I really, and being a witch is all about knowing that magic is real. God is real. Truly, the supernatural is real. And, you know, like, I mean, where do our thoughts come from? I can be watching TV, my mouth is completely shut, and there's just stuff going on in my mind. And this is kind of a nauseating subject, at least for me to even talk about, just because I've been over this so many times in my mind. But it's just because I'm from the world that I'm from. I'm from planet Earth, and things just are a certain way here that can just be nauseating sometimes. But it might be nice for you to hear this from me or anyone else. Um, I'm not sure if I'm quite worthy enough to even say this to someone else, but um, where do thoughts come from? I mean, I've been taught my whole life on this planet that they come from brain cells. Okay, I mean, a brain cell can make a thought. Like, I mean, listen, I don't get it. Like, I mean, brain cells, it's just, I mean, I don't know. Is it because of the way it's shaped? Or I know I've been told that there's chemicals involved, and I don't know. I'm just saying, this is just to make you connect with God again. Like, let's say if you're a little lost and you're losing your religion and you're just having a moment, just know there is God, there is magic. Truly, you know, if okay, for example, if you were in a psychiatrist's office and the psychiatrist said to you, oh, well, you're having all of these negative feelings because of your brain cells. And if you're a witch and if you already know this shit, have the bravery to say, oh, well, can you explain that to me? Or how how is a brain cell making me have a memory or feel something, or because that's what they say. They say that like every experience, everything that you feel and think and smell and see and taste and touch, every experience is just all in your brain. It's just coming from brain cells. But like, okay, like how? Something as sacred as a feeling or a thought or anything, really a brain cell. I mean, but that's all under the guise of everything makes perfect sense and everything is completely logical in this godless way. So, you know, a brain cell is going to make you have an experience. Why? A brain cell? What? It just boils down to that. Is that all that there is? There's no other way? A brain cell. Listen, I believe in magic. I believe in God. I think that things can manifest in not an infinite number of ways, but so many ways it's hard to even imagine the number. You know, um, but like a brain cell, why? Because it's shaped like a branch. Because is if I close my eyes, shut my mouth, and imagine the shape of a triangle, that is an experience that's coming to my spirit. Because, you know, I believe the body is real because, you open your eyes, there's a room around you, or maybe you're watching this video in the park or wherever you're watching this. But like, you know, you want the world around you to be real. And because what's the alternative? What you see isn't real, so what? It's not there? Or you know what I read? I read on Google a lot, and it's kind of something I don't know if this is actually true, but I heard that on I heard on Google, a lot of people think that this world isn't real and it's all a simulation. The movie The Matrix. I mean, I do like those movies, but it's kind of a guilty pleasure. But there are literally people that think this whole world is just like it's not real. The things that you're reaching out and touching, it's all a simulation, or I don't even know what they fucking think, but whatever. But don't you want it to be real? You want it to be real. You want a good life. You want things to be real. My apartment is full of plants. I want those plants to be, I'm looking at plants right now. I want those to be real. And I want them, and it's not even that I want them to be, but they are spirits. I mean, I might not understand everything about it, but I know it's a living thing, and I know it's like it's just magical. Like it's a spirit. It's a living thing. Like, look at this. All the all the plants. Shit, hang on. This is all over the place, this video. What was I talking about? I was saying something about brain cells being a bunch of bullshit, and then I just started talking about plants. I'm not okay. This is like if you know who Tiptoe Chick is, she's gone, but or well, she's not gone, but she's just doing her own thing somewhere else. But this is like one of her videos. It's just tangent after tangent, but I'm just trying to make you believe in God, and anyway, fuck. I'm losing my train of thought. Not that there was even a train to begin with. I missed the train. um, but like, you know, if you're really like losing faith in magic, if you're losing faith in God, if you're losing faith in people, remember yourself. That's the one thing that's going to make you believe in magic and God more than anything else. Because when I first started on my path, I first started practicing magic and shit like that. I got into that stuff when I was like really, really little. But I had sort of this awakening. Well, it was the start of an awakening about like 11 years ago. And it's been a slow process, but it was the start of an awakening. But I used to think about the beginning of all things. That was like my crutch. That's what I always leaned on. If I was losing my faith in what I was doing, I would think, well, how did the universe come to be? What's the beginning of all things like? You know, the beginning of all things, the origin of the universe and life and everything around me, the origin of matter. Well, where did it all come from? How did it all get here? But, which that can be powerful, but I have run into blocks with that. So that's, if you're trying to make yourself believe in God, or if you're trying to hype yourself up and believe in yourself, that's not the best way to do it. It can help sometimes, and sometimes it's very fascinating to think about, or just let yourself get lost in that fantasy. Nothing is going to make you believe in yourself more than thinking about yourself. Think about how you think thoughts, or how you feel sensations, or smell things, or, feel things. I mean, everything. Just yourself. Nothing is going to make you believe in God more than yourself. And only you know, because you're living it. You know that, well, I do have the sense of sight because I'm seeing things right now. I do have the sense of touch because I feel things all the time. You know, the sense of hearing, the sense of smell, the sense of thought, because I do believe that thinking is sort of like a sense. You're sensing something that maybe I can't really put into words right now, but maybe in a few years I would have more information about that. But anyway, I just want to make you believe in magic and God, and you know, and by the way, um, I feel like the things I'm saying right now are so sacred and like powerful, and I'm not quite sure, you know, like, I'm not a perfect person. I make mistakes sometimes. I mean, most of the time, I'm a fucking angel. Not to like pat myself on the back. Most of the time, 99% of the time, I am a fucking angel. I will eat my words, I will eat my feelings, and I will just put up with people and give them the benefit of the doubt. And um, I try to do the right thing. I try to help people. There are times, though, when I get angry, I get paranoid. Um, I'm just saying this because before I made this video, I wasn't quite sure if I should, because saying stuff like this it's so sacred that I'm not quite sure if I'm the one to be that voice in your head. But just know I am a good person for the most part. Um, and just to let you know, any time that I've ever done something wicked, or um, if I've ever had bad intentions, literally, and I swear to God this is true, if I do something wrong knowingly, it will haunt me forever. I have made so many mistakes in my life, and literally those things are going to haunt me to just forever, forever and ever. Because I doubt I'll ever die someday, but so I guess I'm going to have to carry that just forever. Not that I think about it all the time, but there's always going to be moments when it comes back to haunt me, because if you're like a good witch, you really do want to be the perfect person, but no, I don't, or maybe there are people that do that, but I know I can't be perfect, or at least so far I haven't been. And now I'm just completely rambling. I was just trying to tell you that I'm saying sacred things in this video, and I'm not quite sure if I'm the one who's really worthy enough to say it, but I'll say it. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. But there's so many ways to believe in God. Um, but I'm gonna shut up now because I keep going on tangents and I'm losing my train of thought and I just start rambling. So let me leave you with this. The world around you is real. Everything you're looking at, everything you can reach out and touch, it is real. Um, Nothing is going to prove magic to you more than your own senses. If you really think about it, your thoughts, your senses. And I haven't really talked about how I know this, but I will say that if you are watching this, then you are destined for greatness and you are going to, I mean, if you're alive and you have feelings and you're a real person, if you're a real spirit, you are completely blessed by the universe and your future is brighter than you could ever imagine. And I can't even imagine it. I mean, I'm going to have a my life is great as it is, but it's going to be even greater than I can imagine. And I have no idea how it's going to manifest, but I just know in my heart that if you are born, if you are real, if you are a real person, if you're a spirit, then you are just blessed. Mother Nature, the universe, God, magic, it will bless you. And, you know, I can't wait to see what's going to happen to me in the future because it's going to be it just, all this stuff coming, I can't even imagine how good it's going to be. And the same for you. I mean, just think about it. You are, you're a being of desire. You want things. You know, you have interests, just like me. I have interests, and then there are things that I would never be interested in unless maybe someone was paying me to do it. But there are things I like, and there are things that I don't like. You know, um, nothing can ever change that about you. There's literally not even magic, not even God could change what you want because you're normal. I mean, we're people. I mean, some people like sports. Some people love soccer. You, I would rather be waterboarded for 2 days straight than have to attend a soccer game. Oh my God. Like I have such little interest in certain things. Like, unless you were paying me or if unless I got something out of it, if that was the storyline, don't fucking make me do it. Like, I don't want to do it. Please, God, don't make me do it. You know, even God and magic in the universe, nothing has the power over you to make you desire. It's not about what you do, it's not about what you say to people, it's not about the mistakes that you make. It's about what you really want. Nobody can make you want something that you don't want. I mean, if someone put a gun to your head and made you do something, well, that's a different storyline. But you certainly, if someone put a gun to your head, that's certainly not what you want. Is there anything that could make you want that? No. In what, in what fucking world would I want to, or would I want to be in misery? I don't want to be in misery. I don't want bad things to happen to me. But, I mean, there's nothing that could make me want that. And that's the reason. I'll show you. Well, it's backwards in the camera, but I got the word desire tattooed on me. Because as a witch, all of my power comes from the word desire. Because I think, and this is just me being crazy, but I know for a fact, and it's the only thing that I can know for sure. It's the one thing that I can know for sure is that nothing has the power to make me desire something that is like stupid or ridiculous or like as if like I would ever want that. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to shut up now because I've literally been running my gums for over 20 minutes. Okay, hope you liked the video. Go do a spell. Bye.